All right, we're gonna do part three. We're gonna listen to a few more of these people arguing the claim that the body positivity movement is oversimplifying disorder and trauma. Well, and we'll listen to a few more, and then I'll play with you the opposition to the body positive movement. And yeah, let's do it.
Really nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Lilia. So I think the language there is a little bit tone deaf, just because I actually believe that gym talk, diet culture oversimplifies eating disorders.
Gym talk and dieting oversimplify the thing. Yeah. Okay.
Jews, though, both can be true at the same time.
Both can be true, as in
you could absolutely be making, first of all, gym talk should have nothing to do with eating disorders. So you're right, but it's a separate issue than the claim I'm making.
How is it separate?
Well, okay. So you're saying gym talk oversimplifies trauma and eating disorders, right?
Well,
I agree
not
with
just
you.
gym talk, but just the way that our youth, all of us we are all exposed to that. Like, we can't just avoid it. And when
Still
you
a
see
separate issue, though, I'm trying to say
Yeah, I don't understand
that the ways body positivity suggests people deal with body issues and trauma is an oversimplification. And it has to do with things like intuitive eating principles that get misrepresented by influencers.
Okay.
Okay.
I can definitely agree with that.
Well, then, unfortunately,
Well, what's the
we're so
so
far
what
on the same
argument?
page.
What's the argument to claim?
Well, the way I see it is that body positivity is actually the bridge between health experts and anybody else, really.
Huh?
Explain it.
Because I think that if I go to a doctor, it should be empowering for me to talk about my body.
Of course.
However, when I usually speak to a health expert, it's really not. I'm really more just afraid that they're going to speak to me in a way that degrades my body and makes me feel that shame that you've mentioned. Shame is not a motivator.
So when you go to the doctor, their job is to figure out, right, whether your body or whether you're healthy or not. You're doing a checkup, right? Just like when you go to take your car to go get a checkup, you want to make sure your car is running properly. So they're gonna run a diagnosis, they're gonna run the test, they're gonna tell you whether you need oil, whether your start is okay, your alternators are okay, your spark plugs are good, whether everything is functioning right. That's why you take your car when you do a checkup. You want to know what's going on with it, right? When you go to a doctor, the point is to do a wellness check and stuff like that, or you're doing your physicals or whatever that. They're checking to see whether there is everything good. And if there's something good, then they're going to tell you about it, right? Ma'am, I noticed that you gain X amount of weight. That's fine, right? Now, if the argument is, where do they get these the weight set from? You can argue, okay, cool. It's too that could be very subjective, right? To the country or whatever, depending on, are they taking into account what's the average weight? What it would be the normal weight for this and stuff like that. If you're saying if that's arbitrary stuff like that, that's fine. But the doctor's not there to, if they notice that you have cancer, or they notice that there's a tumor, or they notice that there's something wrong with your body, they're not gonna be like, hey, let me tell you something. You look good, right? You look good. That little thing growing inside you, it's fine. It's good. I mean, how do you feel? You feel good? You feel all right? Right? What are these people wanting doctors to do? You see, again, it goes back to the fact that they just want to be lied to. They just want to be lied to. If you're asking me, should the doctor be, kind of should be condescending? No, he shouldn't be condescending. The doctor should not be condescending when they're telling you information, but they're just telling you stuff.
Really turns people away, whereas the body positivity movement teaches people to have the kind of confidence they need to make choices for themselves.
Teaching that?
When you look at yourself in the mirror and you tell yourself, I'm ugly, I'm fat, I'm gross, I don't deserve to be, alive. To, like, some people get to that extent, right?
I understand.
When you do that to yourself, that is not going to motivate you to then go make the choices that I think we all know are healthy for us.
Totally agree.
Which doesn't.
Then what's the next step, though, dude?
I think that's what we're here
Just
to,
looking in
to
the
speak
mirror
about.
and
I
saying,
think that's what,
actually, I'm healed. These
so
feelings
that's
no
not what
longer
body
exist inside of
positivity.
me.
That's not what body positivity is. Body positivity is promoting the healing of said wounds.
How?
By
This is where I'm
finding.
telling you, it's an oversimplification.
It's not though.
Tell me how. How is it going to heal you, buddy?
By telling
looking
people
in the mirror and
by
saying,
looking
I
in
no
the
longer
mirror
think
and
so?
saying these shameful things to yourself,
Yes.
you already know that it degrades you and you're not going to want to do.
So what's the solution? And by the way, that's a great motivator. That is a motivator. You're not happy with yourself. You want to get stronger. You want to get better. You want to get fit. You're not happy with your body. What she's saying is everybody's Eeyore. Shame down. Oh, life sucks ass. Everything is bad. I can't do anything about it. She's basically saying, when you look at yourself in the mirror, everybody turns into Eeyore. Oh, I'm not happy with myself. There's nothing I can do about it. The doctor's going to tell me to lose weight. Everybody's shaming me. Bro, I swear. I bet this woman, I wonder if this woman ever stepped into the gym or actually met trainers. Trainers don't do that. Trainers actually try to motivate you and push you. You talk to a trainer. This is the goals. I don't want to be like this no more. The trainer sets the goals, sets the training regimen, and then pushes you through it. But again, she's not giving us the prescription to how you get what is this bridge that she's claiming that the body positivity movement does to get to the change. She's not giving it to us.
Do the things that most people.
What comes after deciding not to beat yourself up? We're both on the same page there. Now
I
get
think
below the tip of your
we're
iceberg.
seeing different perspectives of the same page, right? And that's why I do believe that body positivity is the bridge that we all need.
Tell me what comes after. The moment you decide you're not going to say that shit in the mirror anymore, then what?
Then I should be able to consult health experts that are also body positive towards my body.
No one's saying not to.
Okay,
so you get past the point where you're like, okay, you know what? I'm happy with the way I look. So you're gonna go to an expert, and the expert's gonna tell you, this is not good for you to be this way. So now she's shifting the blame to the body experts, to the trainers, to the doctors. She's gonna shift the blame now because you're saying, I'm in a state where I'm happy with to be this big, to be this skinny. I'm happy. I know I should change a little bit. I should change, but I'm happy no matter what anybody says. And then you go to the doctor, and the doctor says, hey, we're looking at some of these metrics. You're looking at your cholesterol's high, you stuff like that. This is not good for your heart. You need to trim it a little bit down. I can't do this no more. I can't. Okay. You're supposed to be giving me positive. Doctor, I feel great. I look great. Okay. But what I'm saying, ma'am, is that, or sir, is that, inside of you, it doesn't look great. You might be fine with the outside, but the inside is telling us something different. You just hate me. You hate my body. You hate all of us. That's what she's basically saying. She's shifting the blame to the people who are going to tell you the reality. The outside, you may be happy. You may like the 3 layers, the 5 layers, whatever layers. You may like that. The fact that you can't see your neck. You're okay. You're happy. I'm happy. But you're not able to see the inside, the damage that is causing on the inside. But it's everybody else's fault.
So tell us who the health experts are that are body positive. Because if I should be able to go to a doctor or
what you want when you say body positive, what kind of health expert?
Exactly. What is she talking about? What?
And all of them would love to help somebody. Whether
what is help? Is help saying you need to get your ass in the gym. You need
to
restrict your
yes.
Whatever.
What help is
yes, that's fucking help.
I think everybody should have the opportunity.
That's fucking help. If you have a mental problem and you go to a psychologist or a therapist, they're gonna tell you you need to get help. You are delusional. Your reality is not the actual reality. So according to her, this would not be help. According to her, right, much like what we've done with transgenderism, with the transgender movement, is we accept their delusion and we allow them to play it out into our reality, and thus it hurts people. She's basically using the same, guys. This is the same bullshit with transgenderism as it is with the body positivity movement. They're using the same fucking logic. They're basically telling us, accept this because this is my reality. Who gives a shit about what it looks like out there? So if the doctor or a trainer or a physical therapist is telling them, hey, to get the certain type of mobility, you need to be a certain type of weight, right? If you're like, oh, what about the NFL players, the O-line and D-lines? They tend to be pretty fat, but they work out. They're big, yeah, and they're big on purpose. They need to be that big because they're going against somebody as big as them. But these guys are still hitting the gym. Somehow they still got to manage their weight. And a lot of the time, these guys are trying to either get stronger or they're trying to get leaner because they understand that if they want to have more mobility, they have to get leaner so they can be more agile. But this woman is basically saying, oh, they need to be body positive. What kind of help? The type of help she wants is, I accept your delusion. Be happy, even though all my charts are telling me that you are in high risk of cardiac attack. You're at risk of heart disease. You're your liver shot up. Your cholesterol is all over the place. You got high blood pressure, glucose. All of this shit, the inside of you is telling me all this shit is going wrong. But because you feel okay and you're okay and you can just make it through the day, it's okay. That's what she's trying to hear. This is some of the dumbest shit I've ever heard.
And confidence to do. And that's what body positivity is teaching people. It's not teaching people that they're perfect in the mirror and that they don't deserve to have the courage to change.
You still haven't given me a how. All you're telling me is,
I think we all are here to figure out how, because nobody has the answer.
What do you mean? You are the one. Oh my God. So basically what you're saying, people in this movement have no way of getting from looking yourself in the mirror and being happy with yourself to then what happens if you're not happy? What happens then? You see what I'm saying? Because what's going to happen is she's basically realizing when your reality meets the actual reality, there's going to be a clash. That bridge is going to fucking collapse on itself. She does not know how to get from you're looking in the mirror and you're not happy and you're not happy with your weight and you're not happy with the way that you are and you're not happy with whatever to how do I change? Because she's in one way, she wants to accept herself for what she is. She wants to tell people you're okay being overweight. You're okay being underweight. You're fine. There's nothing wrong with you. But then these people say, well, I feel like there's something wrong with me, but no, it's not you. It's everybody else. Everybody else is the person wrong with me. Okay, so where do I go to? Well, come to us. We can help you. All right. All you're doing is telling me to accept. I'm not happy with the way I am. No, you should be happy with the way you are. You should be 100%. 100%. This woman has no solution. And all we've heard is no solutions to the problem. No solutions to the claims. No counter arguments. All they're basically saying is because I feel a certain way. People feel a certain way. We shouldn't judge them for being a certain way, and that we should accept anything they say in any way they feel, and that's fine.
That is not true. Many people have the answer, sweetheart. Psychoanalysts have the answer.
I'm sorry, I don't like to be called sweetheart when we're like debating.
Okay, forgive me,
but
many people have the answer. And
okay, but you believe you have the answer, and you believe that somehow body positivity is not involved in bettering yourself. I just think that's contradictory.
I have the answer. If you're not happy with your thing, if you're not happy with your body, change. There's your answer. Okay. Now, there's certain things about your physiological way that you look that you cannot change, and you should be okay with that. Whether I'm not that tall, I'm okay. If you're tall, you're tall. You're not, you're not. If you're brown, you're brown. If you're white, you're white. If your face looks a certain way, that's how it should be. When it comes to weight, though, that's a little different thing. It's a little different thing. I think this woman, much like what we've heard so far, isn't making any fucking sense. She's stupid. She doesn't sound intelligent. And to me, it just sounds like they want to accept their version of the world. And then if anybody tells them otherwise, you're going to hurt their feelings. You're hurting them. You're not being positive. You're not being accepting. Saying crap with the transgender movement. I see no difference when it comes to it. Now, if you guys want to keep watching, you can watch the whole full clip on the Jubilee thing. I just wanted to talk to some of these things. Now, I'm going to play something different. I'm going to play the opposite, right, of how people think about positivity, and let's listen to her. Listen to. I think her name is Lauren, right? Flourish with Lauren. Let's listen to her.
For the body positivity movement members, okay? You all are a bunch of deceptive, evil liars. Because of you, I, just like many people in the world, suffered for years. I was huge. I was miserable, and I stayed stuck while you just patted me on the back and told me that I was beautiful at any size. Sorry, but what a harmful and disgusting lie that is. I could have been buried by now because you told me to accept the weight that was slowly taking my life. You don't care about people. You care about feeling righteous. You take advantage of vulnerable people who need real help, and you feed them lies so you can feel like you're doing something good. That is pure evil. I'm sorry. I struggled with my life at almost 300 pounds. And instead of helping me change, you told me to love it. And you told me to just ignore reality. Don't listen to them, hun. You are beautiful. Don't listen to them. No. The only reason I'm alive today is because I stopped listening to you and I started hating the person that I had become. I hated myself so much that I decided to change and do something about it. And then I found somebody who told me the truth, someone who got angry at me for letting myself go, someone who pushed me until I became somebody that I could actually respect. This person was my coach, and he is now my husband, and I am damn glad he never told me that I was pretty at any size. He told me that, hey, you know what? I see that you're miserable. We're not stopping until you fit into a bikini and you feel damn good about yourself. So you're yes queen and love yourself. Keep that BS to yourself and take your toxic positivity and your fake empowerment and shove it up you know where, because you are not only lying, you are hurting people. And if you're listening to this and you're stuck where I was, do not listen to them. Get angry. Really angry, and do something about it. Change is the only way to get happy. Get help if you must, but do the work. Your life is worth more than the approval of delusional and evil people. Wake up.
And guys, that's it, really. Is everybody gonna fit in? Is all these women that are big gonna fit in a bikini? No. Are all these dudes that are huge gonna get a six-pack? No. But just because change is hard doesn't mean that it's not going to do it. Guys will tell you, and people will tell you, people that go to the gym for years, they'll tell you just to gain just a little bit of muscle takes years. So it's not an easy thing to do, but it takes discipline. And if you're not happy with yourself, just change. You got to get through here first, right? That's why a lot of the times when you're listening to trainers talk, it's not just about eating and dieting and all that crap, taking the supplements and all this. It's here. You have to change your mindset. And if you're not going to change your mindset, then you're not going to get anywhere. The body positivity people basically just don't want to do the work. And they just want to, they don't want to put the change in. They don't want to put the hard work in. They don't want to do all that. And all they want to do is just be like, it's okay. Just accept it. Accept it. Accept it. Accept it. Accept it. Accept it. You're okay. You're okay. You're okay. Accept it. Accept it. Accept it. You don't have to put in no work. You don't have to do nothing. You don't have to go to no gym. You don't have to change your eating habits. You're okay. They're lying. They're lying. They're lazy. And they're trying, like she said, they're trying to be righteous. They want to feel like they have the moral ground. I'm the one telling them to accept themselves. I'm the one telling them to, you're letting them accept themselves, even though everything in their body is probably aching, hurting, shutting down, being destroyed. But as long as you're telling them it's okay, they're good, right? This body positivity movement is just like the transgender movement. It's gonna collapse on itself. People are gonna find it out, and I don't think people accept it like that. I don't really think people do. Why? Because people are constantly still going to the gym. People are still constantly trying to eat better. People are still trying. They know they're not satisfied in the way they look if their body's telling them otherwise. So just because you have people telling them, oh, it's okay, look, people can be beautiful, sexy as hell, being big. There's some big women out there that look good. There's nothing wrong with that. But being over obese, is it good? No, it's not. All right. But guys, let me know what you think about just the whole thing when it comes to the body positivity movements. Are you with them? Do you think that this is a good cause, or do you think this is just another movement of people that think that they're righteous, but they're really delusional? Let me know what you think about any of this stuff that we have dealt with in the last 3 videos. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys on the next episode.